6 small improvements to add as much as 147% to your bottom line. A few small key improvements in a few key numbers can have a huge impact. So let me explain. Let's say you're a professional practice, say an accountant or any other business, professional business, where you attract clients who pay you fees. What if you were currently generating one lead a week, and you were converting half of them? You'd end up with 25 new clients at the end of the year. And let's say that you had 100 from last year, but you had a 20% attrition rate. So you've got 80 clients from last year. So that means you've now got 105 clients. Well, what if you could increase your number of leads from 50 to 60 with a few key strategies, perhaps as simple as asking for referrals or maybe running a few workshops. But let's say you can get your leads up from 50 to 60. And let's say you can convert 60% of them rather than 50. So that's only a small improvement. And that could be because you've got better offers, or you've got better follow-up procedures, or you just pick the people that you're targeting better, so they're more likely to want to actually deal with you. So that would mean that we'd now have 36 new clients instead of 25. And let's say that we're in regular contact with our clients, and we have regular piece of information we give them, and give them better service than we currently do. We look after them better, basically. Then all we need to do is get our attrition rate down from 20% to 10%. So we hang on to 90 from last year rather than 80. And that would mean we've now got 126 clients rather than 105. Okay, so now let's say that we can get them to buy from us slightly more frequently. So we might be able to offer them extra services like advisory services, for example, that we weren't previously offering. So let's say that on average, instead of them dealing with us twice a year, we can get that up by 10% to 2.2 times a year, which isn't a huge improvement. And let's say that because we're offering extra value, we can put our prices up, but we can also have differential pricing. So we charge different amounts to different clients, such that we can increase our average revenue again by 10%. The effect of all those small improvements would be to take our revenue from 210,000 to 304,000, which is a 50% improvement. Because we're charging slightly higher prices, but also maybe we can look at some of our costs, direct costs, our costs of goods sold, costs of services sold. Let's say that we can get our gross margin up from, say, 40% up by 10% to 44%, again, which is only a small improvement, and one that most businesses, most practices could probably work on implementing. That would mean that our gross profit went up from 84,000 to 134,000. So that's gone up by over 50%. We probably can't do much about our overheads, so things like wages, salaries, rent rates, office costs, etc. In the current climate, it's probably not that easy to shade much off those. So let's say we'll leave the overheads at 50,000, and we haven't been able to change them. But even so, our net bottom line profit would go from 34,000 to 84,000. And that's a 147% improvement, is up to 200, nearly 250%. If you wanted to know how you could do this in your practice or your business, or you want some ideas or some idea of what the numbers would look like for you, please get in touch. There's my website, bernardkeavy.com, or just comment on this post or message me or whatever. Hope you found that interesting and useful. So 6 small improvements to add nearly 150% to your bottom line. And the 6 small improvements are: generate slightly more leads, convert slightly more of them, hang on to our existing clients slightly better, get our clients to buy from us slightly more frequently and pay slightly more each time, and work on improving our gross margin slightly. Those 6 things, all very small improvements, have a cumulative huge effect on your bottom line. Thanks very much for watching.